Hi, I'm a cardiographer at a hospital, and here's my review for people who are interested in this career. So I work with, I'm in the same office as respiratory therapists, and their take on being a cardiographer is that it's just kind of average, um, and that's probably because of our pay. Um, in Canada, our pay is about $30 an hour and plus pension if you're at a hospital and benefits. Um, but I think the respiratory therapists, I think they make over $40 an hour, and I would guess like the X-ray techs and kind of similar modalities make probably over $40 an hour, especially after they have a few years service. So yeah, so there's that. It's just kind of average. Like if you can do one of those modalities, it's probably better. Um, and then also with my job, it's well, we're really understaffed, so we do like long hours, and sometimes quite often we don't get any breaks. So, we'll be doing 12-hour shifts, but the problem is we don't get proper breaks. So it's really exhausting, and that also makes it bad. Whereas at my hospital, I know the respiratory therapists, they have a lot of downtime quite often, so they're just sitting in the office on their tablet or phone or whatever, computer. Yeah, so regarding the job itself, it's a lot of walking around. It's very repetitive. One of the respiratory therapists described being a cardiographer as like a brainless job because you're just putting stickers on people's legs, arms, and chest. All I do is just ECGs around the hospital, right? So I push a computer around. It's kind of like a walker, and because I like to lean on it, and I just attach wires to people's legs, arms, and chest. Uh, and then we do the ECG printout and give it to the doctors, and then move on to the next patient. So that's all it is. It's not complicated. Some cardiographers, if they have more training or whatever, they do stress tests or Holter monitors, but I'm not really familiar with that. But I think you can make more money if you do that. I think you can make up to 38 an hour at my hospital if you do that. So yeah. So it's good exercise. There's a lot of patient care. It's not really stressful. Like we do have a pager that goes off, but basically what I do, I just after every patient, I try and check the pager, or if I think it's was ringing, I'll check it just to know what to do, where to go next. Um, but it's an easy job. I mean, sometimes when I first started off, and I get called into stats to someone having a stroke or someone having a heart attack, I used to get stressed out a little bit. I could feel my body getting stressed out. It was just temporary, right? But now that I've been doing it for a few months, I don't get stressed anymore. So yeah. So I think it's just an average job. There's better jobs out of there in healthcare, like I mentioned, but there's also worse jobs too. Worst jobs I would say would probably be like being a clerk or being a blood drawer or maintenance, or not maintenance, but people who are cleaning or something. So yeah. So that's my review of the ECG, being a ECG tech, and oh, I think the tuition is pretty comparable to. I'm not sure, but I suspect it's close to what it is for those other modalities I mentioned, like X-ray and respiratory therapists. So yeah, I think people should only do cardiography if they can't do anything better. Then they should do it. But otherwise, and if they like being on their feet a lot and exercise, like walking around a lot, there's quite a bit of bending over, and I'll see you clicking on the computer keyboard, and So, and then also for like the touch screens, you have to, if you have shoulder problems, that could might not be a good deal for you. So yeah, my advice, if you're interested, is just go to a hospital and see if you can job shadow, and and then you'll know if you like to do it. Also, I see a lot of patients a day, so if you're into like social distancing, this is not the job for you. I do probably between 25 and 70 patients a day for ECGs. So yeah. Okay, that's it. I think I covered everything. So good luck, guys.